The coast city of Enugu is currently playing host to the annual Nigerian Bar Association Conference, where legal minds from across the country have converged to deliberate on pressing issues affecting the rule of law, democracy, and national development. The conference, which has drawn together judges, senior advocates, academics, policymakers, and young lawyers, opened with addresses that emphasized the role of the legal profession in safeguarding justice and strengthening institutions. Addressing the conference, the Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Sa'ad Abubakar, regretted that the poor in Nigeria is becoming victim of corruption and inequality, which he said are weakening the country's courts. He regretted that justice is increasingly becoming a purchasable commodity, with the poor becoming victims, while the rich commit all manner of crime and walk the streets scot-free. The Sultan warned that the imbalance fuels anger, mistrust, and political violence, stressing that loss of public confidence in the courts would lead citizens to take the law into their own hands, urging lawyers to uphold truth and fairness above personal or financial interests.
The SLTV Annual Conference is a very significant event in our society because it is the largest gathering of lawyers who shape the practice of law and ensure that the ultimate objectives of law are realized in society. Law, as you know more than I do, is crucial to society because it maintains social order by setting standards for behavior, promotes justice by protecting rights, enjoying duties, and providing a framework for resolving disputes and facilitates economic and social progress.
Post-Governor Peter Mba reminded lawyers that the law is more than a profession, as it serves as the conscience of the nation. Mba restated the commitment of his administration to justice sector reform, saying that it remained the cornerstone of his government. He, however, asserted that none of the reforms was an end in itself, noting that they remain part of a broader vision of his government towards making Enugu State the preferred destination for investment, innovation, and inclusive development.
Since assuming office, we have made justice sector reform a cornerstone of our governance. Just a few examples will suffice. We were among the first states to fully implement financial autonomy for the judiciary. This has enhanced the efficiency, independence, and dignity of our courts. We have carried out a comprehensive rehabilitation and digitization of our courtrooms across the 3 senatorial zones. The High Court complex in Enugu is equipped with e-filing, virtual hearing facilities, and an integrated case management system. We have strengthened and expanded the Enugu multi-door courthouse, making it a model in the region for commercial and family dispute settlement.
In his keynote address, charismatic leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters of South Africa and a member of country's national parliament, Julius Malema, warned African nations to regulate debt trap loans from World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. Malema, who describes such loans, debt traps that can mortgage the future of the continent, said that the South African Parliament is making a move to checkmate loans from these institutions.
In South Africa and Nigeria must be carried forward into the present, not just in political sentiment, but in concrete economic collaboration. Both our nations stand as giants of the continent. South Africa, with its industrial base, mining capacity, and advanced financial system. Nigeria, with its vast population, vibrant entrepreneurial spirit, oil and gas resources, and cultural dynamism that has captured the imagination of the world. Together, we hold the keys to Africa's industrialization and economic independence. We will continue to exploit labor while refusing to industrialize, and taking fellow Africans direct anchor from the
Malema also made a case for a single African presidency, currency, borderline continent, and a visa-free movement across the continent, saying that Africans should not need visas to visit one another. In his welcome address, the president of the Nigerian Bar Association and senior advocate of Nigeria, Afam Osigwe, thanked Enugu State Governor, Dr. Peter Mba, for his support in organizing of the annual conference.
It all means being unbending in our defense of the rule of law, equity and justice, and being principled in the face of power and unwavering in our pursuit of national progress. We must have the courage of conviction in moments where silence will otherwise be more comfortable. To build a strong and economically viable nation, sacrifice will routinely be required of individual citizens. We must do this when others are mediocre. This is a call we must embrace.
Speakers at the event noted that Nigeria is at a critical juncture where the judiciary must rise above political pressures to defend constitutional values. The NBA Enugu Conference, which was originally planned for Port Harcourt, has provided a platform for networking, mentorship, and discussions on reforms needed to modernize the practice of law in the country. I am Princess Ken Ochama, reporting for Signature TV News.